Hi, I'm Sarah Fox of 500 Words. I want you to use contracts that safeguard your business without annoying your clients. Now, you're normally pretty good at not annoying your clients. That's why you're still in business. But also, you've thought about what will make you attractive to work with. You've got brandings and logos and client care teams. You've got people who've been on training on how to speak nicely on the telephone. And then when they're really this close to doing business with them, you send their contract. And it's a bit like sending them War and Peace. Now, War and Peace was originally written in Russian, so it's quite like that because you send it cloaked in all sorts of legal language. You'll also find that this is an extremely long book. It's 1,500 pages long, but 1,500 pages is really close, small font. It's tiny, teeny. It makes your head hurt. There are long, complicated names. Everyone seems to have more than one name. Oh, it takes an effort to read. I love it. It's a fabulous roller coaster of a book, but it does cover the whole dynastic history of a family. Your contracts don't have to cover a whole dynastic history of a family, so they don't have to be this long, or this complicated, or this Russian. But just because somebody says that they'll sign your contract and agree to it doesn't mean they've read it. There are a lot of people who reckon they've read War and Peace. You probably haven't. Now, I was trying to find a copy of Ulysses by James Joyce, which I bought in a fit of enthusiasm because I thought everyone should read Ulysses, but frankly, I could not get into it. It wasn't quite as long as War and Peace, to be honest, but I just couldn't. And people assume that I'd read it. Well, frankly, I hadn't. And the same is true with your terms and conditions. Loads of people won't read your terms and conditions. They just can't get into them. They can't get through the sticky, icky horribleness that's in your contracts. Now, that means that you're not helping them. You're not doing business with everyone you could. Some people won't do business with you because your terms and conditions are so bad. I mean, maybe that's just me, but lots of people will be put off by them. If you're the only person they want to do business with, well, it's not such a barrier. But for some people, it is the ultimate hurdle. They won't do business with you, go somewhere else, or they'll give you an excuse as to why they can't do it. They haven't got the budget, the time, they found someone else, they don't need the project anymore. Whereas really, what they mean is, you sent me War and Peace, and I just needed 500 words that would help me understand what I was doing. So beware the excuses that clients give you. Check. When you send stuff out to clients, is that the format they want to get it in? Is it readable? Do they understand it? Don't just add that. We look forward to hearing from you. When can we book you in? Ask them. Really ask them. Do they understand it? Do they get it? Now, if you send me a contract that I don't get, I'll get back to you. Trust me. I'll tell you about your format, your layout, your structure. I'll tell you what I don't like about it. But not all clients are like that. Most of them don't know what should be in there. Most of them don't know what they're expecting. Frankly, if they've managed to open it and read it, you're doing well, hurrah! But check that your contracts are not annoying your clients, because they shouldn't be. Particularly if you do with consumers, the Consumer Rights Act requires you to have contracts which are fair and open and transparent. And that doesn't just mean in the language, it means in the layout, the accessibility, and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of information about the Consumer Rights Act and what it means for you if you're a business that deals with consumers. So have a look. Make sure you're following the minimum that you need for your contracts under the Consumer Rights Act. But otherwise, structure your contract so the content, the layout, and the format doesn't annoy your clients.